Jamal wasn't rich. In fact, the only thing he owned outright was his cracked Samsung phone and a pair of sneakers he cleaned with toothpaste to keep looking new. But he had one thing most people overlooked. He had a good heart. And for months, he had been in love with Tasha. Tasha. The kind of girl who could stop traffic with a walk, talk like life owed her something, and dress like she was born into money, even though she lived 2 floors above Jamal in the same old apartment block in Brickmont City. For the longest time, she never noticed him. To her, Jamal was just the boy next door with dreams but no Benz. But that all changed the day she saw the message on his phone. Fake bank alert. Jamal didn't make it on purpose. His friend Kofi had sent it as a joke, something people used online to flex. It lit up on his screen as he sat on the staircase scrolling through job applications. 227,500 Ghanaian cedis. Bank alert. Incoming deposit. Successful. Tasha walked by at the exact moment it popped up. Her eyes locked on the numbers like magnets. Her breath caught. Her entire world froze. "Jamal, is that your account?" she asked softly, a tone he had never heard from her before. He swallowed. He knew the truth. He knew the alert was fake. But for the first time since he met her, she was actually looking at him. So he shrugged. "Yeah. Something small." Everything changed instantly. Her voice turned sweet like honey left in the sun. She sat beside him, adjusting her hair, giggling at jokes he hadn't even finished saying. She asked about his business, his investments, his plans. She touched his shoulder like she suddenly realized he was human. She even gave him her number, something she had refused 3 times before. By evening she invited him out. "Let's chill somewhere nice," she said, smiling mischievously. Jamal knew what that meant. She thought he was the jackpot she'd been waiting for. At the restaurant, Tasha's behavior was loud and clear, ordering the most expensive meals, snapping pictures, talking about trips she wanted, and calling him babe like they'd been dating for years. When the bill came, she pushed it toward him casually. "Baby, handle that." Jamal leaned back. "Tasha, I need to tell you something." Her smile froze. "The bank alert you saw, it wasn't real." For a moment she didn't understand. Then her face dropped like the ground disappeared under her feet. "What do you mean not real?" she snapped. "It was a joke. I'm still looking for work. I'm not rich." Her chair screeched as she stood. "You played me." "I didn't," he said quietly. "You played yourself." Her voice cracked with anger and embarrassment. "Why would you let me think you had money?" "Because that was the only time you actually saw me," Jamal replied. "Not for who I am, but for what you thought I had." She glared at him, grabbed her bag and stormed out, leaving him alone with a bill he definitely couldn't pay. But destiny wasn't done with him yet. Lucky for Jamal, fate had a strange way of paying him back. The restaurant manager, a broad-shouldered man with a scar across his eyebrow, stepped out from behind the counter. It took Jamal a second to recognize him. 2 weeks earlier, Jamal had pulled this same man out of trouble when some boys in the hood tried to jump him behind Spintex Market. Jamal didn't even know his name back then. He just saw someone in danger and stepped in. Now the man was standing in front of him, arms folded, eyes full of respect. "Small world, eh?" the manager said with a low laugh. "You saved my skin the other day. Tonight I'm saving yours." He picked up the bill, tore it in half, and clapped Jamal's shoulder. "On the house, my guy. Anyone who stands for people the way you did doesn't deserve to pay for nonsense like what I just watched." Jamal sat there stunned, not because the bill was gone, but because real loyalty walked in the same moment fake love walked out. And that night, as he walked home alone under the streetlights, he realized something powerful. A fake bank alert didn't expose him. It exposed her. And from that day, Jamal promised himself something even stronger than money. He would never again beg for love from someone who only valued him in digits. Because sometimes losing someone isn't a loss. It's a rescue.